शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री गुरवे श्री सत्यसाईनाथ श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि नमः। ओम श्री परमगुरवे श्री शिरडी साईनाथ श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि नमः। ओम श्री परमेष्टि गुरवे श्री दत्तात्रेय स्वामी श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि नमः। सद्गुरु चरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। हरिः ओम। चन्द्रोर्भासितशेखरे स्मरहरे गंगाधरे शंकरे सर्पैरूषितकण्ठकर्णविवरे नेत्रोत्सवैश्वानरे दन्तित्वकृतसुन्दराम्बरधरे त्रैलोक्यसारे हरे मोक्षार्थं कुरु चित्तवृत्तिमचलाम् अन्यैस्तु किं कर्मभिः मातर्मे महिषो मातर्मे मधुकैटभग्निमहिषः प्राणापहारोज्जमे हेलानिर्मितधूम्रलोचनवधे हे चण्डमुण्डार्दिनि निःशेषीकृतरक्तबीजदनुजे नित्ये निशुम्भापहे शुम्भध्वंसिनि नाशयाशु दुरितं दुर्गे नमस्तेऽम्बिके। श्री साईश्वराय नमः। हरिः ओम। ओम नमश्चण्डिकायै। ऋषिरुवाच त्रिगुणातामसी देवी सात्विकी या त्वयोदिता सा शर्वा चण्डिका दुर्गा भद्रा भगवतीर्यते योगनिद्रा हरेरुक्ता महाकाली तमोगुणा मधुकैटभनाशार्थं यान्तुष्टावाम्बुजासनः दशवक्त्रा दशभुजा दशपादाञ्जनप्रभा विशालया राजमाना त्रिंशल्लोचनमालया स्फुरद्दशनदंष्ट्रासा भीमरूपापि भूमिपा रूपसौभाग्यकान्तीनां सा प्रतिष्ठा महाश्रियां खड्गबाणगदाशूल शङ्खचक्रभुशुण्डिभृत् परिघं कार्मुकं शीर्षं निश्चोतद्रुधिरं दधौ एषा सा वैष्णवी माया महाकाली दुरत्यया आराधिता वशीकुर्यात् पूजा कर्तुश्चराचरम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड आफ्टरनून, गुड इवनिंग, हरि ओम, शालोम, साई राम, नमस्ते. We are studying the mystery associated with the mother. These mysteries, to begin with, the first mystery is about the mystery of creation, and we have gone through what this mystery of creation is. And this mystery of creation we have studied
los vegetales de ayer. Exacto.
Y una carne de esa soya se oye. De carne no.
De la de anoche.
Okay, sir, I'm sorry about that. So, in this mystery of the origin of creation, we have studied how the Chaturbhuja Mahalakshmi, who is actually not that form but beyond that form, has decided to bring forth the creation with Chaturbhuja Mahakali and Chaturbhuja Mahasaraswati, and from whom the twins have come. Sairam, Sonia, can you please mute, ma?
Oh, sorry.
So these now we are going to go through Vaikritika Rahasyam. We went through what is Vikriti. Vikriti is transformation. How the mother has chosen to transform herself from the formless to the perceptible form. And why does she want to become a perceptible form? And that is where the mystery of transformation means, in order for that which is formless to bring forth now perceptible form, which is a purpose of accomplishing the task of dharma samsthapana. We haven't looked at all of this last week. Now, why does the divine, the formless, decide to come forth as a perceptible form? Sada satsvarupam chidanandakandam jagatsambhavasthana samharahetum swabhaktechaya manusham darshayantam namamishwaram sadgurum sayinatham. How many times we sing this during Aartis? Have we looked into what that meant? Sada Satswarupam Chit Anandakandam Jagat Sambhava Sthana Samhara Hetum Swabhaktechaya Manusham Darshayantam Namamishwaram Sadgurum Sainatham. That which the formless is Sat Chit Ananda, the being, the awareness, and the bliss, absolute, BA, being, awareness, bliss, absolute, BA. Don't think that this BA is some form and that he needs for you to do artis and give you food every time. That doesn't require any of that stuff. It is Sada Sat Swarupam Chidananda Kandam. And from which Jagat, the entire universe, is evolving, resolving, dissolving. That from which it is evolving, Prakritika Rahasyam, Pradhanika Rahasyam, resolving and dissolving. Resolving is maintenance, GOD, G for generation, O for organization, D for not destruction, dissolution. So when we look at this Sada Satswarupam Chidanandakandam Jagat Sambhava Sthana Samhara Hetum, if that is what its functionality is and that is what it is, the formless Moola Prakritiravyakta Vyakta Vyakta Swarupini Vyapini Vividhakara Vidya Avidya Swarupini. Brothers and sisters, every time you listen to a mantra, you should be connecting universally, not just to one God, not just to one religion, not just to one faith. Then only it becomes Paripurna Jnana. You understand that? The point of that is not to denigrate any religion. The point of it is to constantly reinforce what Bhagavan says. Paripurna Jnana, complete wisdom. Complete wisdom does not say, my God is the only God, your God is not God. That once the moment it says that, your God is not complete, your wisdom is not complete, your wisdom should encompass beyond any boundaries of any religion, caste, creed, faith, whatever nonsense you have bound yourself with. It's nonsense because it doesn't make sense. In the Arabic, it is called bewakoof. Bewakoof. Bewakoof means ignorant. Huh? So what we're studying here in this Vaikrutrika Rahasyam, then the question comes, why did this Satchit Ananda, the being, awareness, bliss, absolute that has everything going on with it, Jagat Sambhava Sthana Samhara Getum, why did it take a form? Then the next line says why it transforms itself into form. This is called avatara. Avatara is related to a male gender. Avitri is related to a female gender. Dhinam avitriyavatu. Avitri plus avatu, avitriyavatu. Dhinam avitriyavatu. That is now described in Bhagavad Gita as what is the reason? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. It is only for the sake of the protection of the serene and destruction of the negativity such transformation happens. Vaikritrika Rahasyam. But in the context of avatar, it is 100% related to Swabhaktechaya Manusham Darshayantam Namamishwaram Sadgurum Sainadham. It is to fulfill the will of the devotees, nothing more than that. It has no reason why it should get transformed. It transforms itself. See, I'm saying now it, not he or she, because that which is formless has no gender. Therefore, this, what we call as the cosmogony, the origin of the cosmic consciousness, cosmogony, that happens now. In order for it to do its work, it transforms using certain propensity associated with certain gunas. Then only it can function. So to make that, it has to make, in order for it to transform itself, it will require this substratum of gunas, which, where did they come from? From itself. It has no other place to go. It is when it is complete. Where are they? Now it brings forth its gunas. And with the propensity of such gunas, carries on the work. That is exactly what we have studied last week. We have studied that the opening verse which asserts that she who is known by the names such as Durga, Chandika, Bhadra, Bhagavati, now it assumes three aspects. One containing all gunas, all the three gunas, one expressing the pure tamas, and one expressing pure sattva. Listen to this carefully. Even in the Pradhanika Rahasyam, from this Chaturbhuja Mahalakshmi came forth the Chaturbhuja Mahakali, Chaturbhuja Mahasaraswati. And from that Chaturbhuja Mahakali came forth Shankara and Swara. And from this Chaturbhuja Mahalakshmi herself came Brahma and Kamala. And from the Chaturbhuja Mahasaraswati came forth Vaishnavi, Narayana, Narayani. So those are twins. As I always remind you, Narayana, Narayani are not wife and husband. Narayana, Narayani are the twins. They're born together. Now that was Pradhanika Rahasyam. Now here, this entire cosmogony reflected in this is primarily associated with the Vaishnava Vaishnava tantric practice. So why I am explicitly saying that? Because such origin and creation and transformations can be described in Shiva Purana differently, in some other Purana differently. Now don't get confused and say, hey, Rahasyam said that and now this is saying Shiva is the source of everything. Then somewhere else Vishnu is the source. Then somewhere else Ganapati is somewhere else Surya is the... Now what that confusion comes? Because we see things as many. But when we are studying this particular Shakteya, or what we call as Devi Mahatyam, here it is now brought forth in the context of the Vaishnava Tantric practices. Therefore, Mahalakshmi is projected as the one that contains all the three gunas, and Mahakali as only pure tamas, and Maha Saraswati as the pure, or what we are talking now, Maha may confuse you guys. What we are talking about, the Dashanana, Dashabhuja, Mahakali as pure tamas, Ashtadasha, Mahalakshmi containing all the three gunas, and Ashtabhuja, Mahasaraswati as the one that is the pure sattvic aspect. Now, last week when we studied this, primarily we studied about the Dasha Anana, Dasha Bhuja, Dasha Padanjana. Anjana means actually dark color. She is now Dasha, 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 Dasha Vaktra, Dasha Bhuja, Dasha Padanjana Prabha, Vishalaya Rajamana, Trim Shallochana Malaya, with 30 eyes, 10 heads expanding, 10 arms expanding, 10 feet expanding, 10 times 3, 30 eyes. That is the one that we have looked at as the Maha Dasha Dashanana Mahakali, and she is also the Yoga Nidra or Yoga Maya of Mahavishnu, but she is also the all pervading Maya, and the one who worships her, we sure will rule everything that is Chara and Achara. That's where we stopped, I believe. Correct, Chandrasekhara?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's now look at the next aspect of the Mahalakshmi. Sarvadeva Sharirebhyo. You can share the screen, Sri Vidya. Sarvadeva Sharirebhyo Yavirbhutamita Prabha. Sarvadeva Sharirebhyo Avirbhuta Amita Prabha Triguna Sa Mahalakshmi Sakshan Mahisha Mardini, Sakshat Mahisha Mardini. Now the question about why the transformation happened, before it was said for the Dashanana Mahakali, the reason the transformation has happened because Madhukaitabha Nashardham Yantushtavam Sanaka. Now here very clearly, why did this one happen? Mahisha Mardini. Sarvadeva Sharirebhyo Ya Avirbhuta Amita Prabha, from all the effulgence, the divine effulgence of the Devas, the light within all the Devas, emanated this with unimaginable splendor, Amita Prabha, incomprehensible effulgence, Prabha. And she is the three gunas, Mahalakshmi, Triguna, Sa, she, Triguna, three gunas, Mahalakshmi, and her purpose is Sakshat Mahisha Mardini, in order to slain Mahishasura. सर्वदेव शरीरेभ्यो याविर्भूतामित प्रभा
सर्वदेवशरीरेभ्यो याविर्भूतामितप्रभा सर्वदेवशरीरेभ्यो याविर्भूतामितप्रभा
त्रिगुणा सा महालक्ष्मी साक्षान् महिषमर्दिनी
त्रिगुणा सा महालक्ष्मी साक्षान् महिषमर्दिनी त्रिगुणा सा महालक्ष्मी साक्षान् महिषमर्दिनी
सर्वदेवशरीरेभ्यो याविर्भूतामितप्रभा त्रिगुणा सा महालक्ष्मी साक्षान् महिषमर्दिनी
सर्वदेवशरीरेभ्यो याविर्भूतामितप्रभा त्रिगुणा सा महालक्ष्मी साक्षान् महिषमर्दिनी सर्वदेवशरीरेभ्यो याविर्भूतामितप्रभा त्रिगुणा सा महालक्ष्मी साक्षान् महिषमर्दिनी.
And she is beautiful with a white face, Svetanana. She also has blue, black, dark blue, Neela Bhuja shoulders, Susvetastana Mandala, and also whitish bosom, the breasts that are coming forth. Rakta Madhya, red waist, Rakta Pada. She also has the red feet, Rakta Janghoru Runmada, Janghoru Runmada, Jangha Uruhu Unmada. She also has bluish black thighs and the back, and she appears Unmada. The word Unmada is interpreted, one of the meanings of the word Unmada, Unmatta, Unmada, means interpreted as intoxicated. But that is not what it is. Unmada means she is exalted beyond any comprehension. Why is she exalted? Exalted means she is in a state of ecstasy, and in that state of ecstasy that is associated with this incredible rajasic aspect that is shining forth because of Rakta Madhya, Rakta Pada. And now you see, face is completely white. And the back and the thighs and the shoulders are, bluish black in color. And her breasts projected with beautiful color of the white. What does that mean? Therefore, it is said in the previous one, Triguna sa Mahalakshmi Sakshat Mahishamardini. Those colors actually represent coming forth of the three gunas in this Mahalakshmi. So she is a combination of all the three gunas. What these gunas are and how we understand those, that's a deeper topic, and hopefully we'll get to that one of these after class contemplation. Svetanana Neelabhuja Sushvetastana
श्वेतानना नीलभुजा सुश्वेतस्तनमण्डला श्वेतानना नीलभुजा सुश्वेतस्तनमण्डला
रक्तमध्या रक्तपादा रक्तजङ्घोरुरुन्मदा
रक्तमध्या रक्तपादा रक्तजङ्घोरुरुन्मदा रक्तमध्या रक्तपादा रक्तजङ्घोरुरुन्मदा
श्वेतानना नीलभुजा सुश्वेतस्तनमण्डला रक्तमध्या रक्तपादा रक्तजङ्घोरुरुन्मदा
श्वेता श्वेतानना नीलभुजा सुश्वेतस्तनमण्डला रक्तमध्या रक्तपादा रक्तजङ्घोरुरुन्मदा श्वेतानना नीलभुजा सुश्वेतस्तनमण्डला रक्तमध्या रक्तपादा रक्तजङ्घोरुरुन्मदा
सुचित्रजघना चित्रमाल्या अंबर विभूषण चित्र अनुलेपन कांति रूप सौभाग्य शालिनी. she has suchitra jagana, beautiful lap, for lack of a better word. When she's sitting in the posture, her lap looks very beautiful. Chitramalya, Ambara, Vibhushana. Mala means garlands or necklaces that are beautiful and wonderful, and she's wearing beautiful and wonderful clothes and also Vibhushana, different ornaments, and she is Chitra Anulepana. Her complexion also looks extremely beautiful, and she is Kanti, Rupa, Saubhagya, Shalini. She is effulgent, she is a beautiful form, and she is total auspiciousness. Suchitra Jaghana Chitra Malyambara Vibhushana.
सुचित्रजघना चित्रमाल्याम्बरविभूषणा सुचित्रजघना चित्रमाल्याम्बरविभूषणा
चित्रानुलेपना कान्तिरूपसौभाग्यशालिनी.
चित्रानुलेपना कान्तिरूपसौभाग्यशालिनी चित्रानुलेपना कान्तिरूपसौभाग्यशालिनी
सुचित्रजघना चित्रमाल्याम्बरविभूषणा चित्रानुलेपना कान्तिरूपसौभाग्यशालिनी.
सुचित्रजघना चित्रमाल्याम्बरविभूषणा चित्रानुलेपना कान्तिरूपसौभाग्यशालिनी सुचित्रजघना चित्रमाल्याम्बरविभूषणा चित्रानुलेपना कान्तिरूपसौभाग्यशालिनी.
In fact, she has infinite number of shoulders. However, she has chosen to project only 18 of them. Ashtadasha Bhuja, Puja, Sa, the most adorable, beautiful 18-shouldered one. She is in fact has infinite number. Now, what the Rishi is describing, he is saying, Dakshina Atha Karakramat, from the right hand, from the rightmost bottom shoulder of hers, he is now going to describe Ayudhan Atra Vakshyante. Now let me describe to you the Rishi is saying. Who is the Rishi?
Sumedha.
Yeah, thank you. Want to make sure. Who is he describing this to?
To the king, Suratha.
Yes. Just want to make sure you are tuned. Dozing off in between. Ashtadasha bhuja pujya sa sahasra bhuja sati ayudhanyatra vakshyante dakshina athak karakramat. Now he is describing from the bottommost right hand of hers all the way up clockwise direction. What are the 9 that are carried in the right shoulders? What are the 9 from the top to the bottom in the left left side of hers, from the topmost left to the bottommost left. So it's going like in a clockwise direction. अष्टादश भुजा पूज्या सा सहस्र भुजा सती.
अष्टादशभुजा पूज्या सा सहस्रभुजा सती अष्टादशभुजा पूज्या सा सहस्रभुजा सती.
I sure hope all of you are also chanting after me, not just listening. Huh? Yeah. Otherwise, you won't get. It is like, honestly speaking, this is initiating you into the mantra. If you don't repeat after the Guru, you are not initiated. You are just a spectator, a listener. So you have to repeat what I am saying so that you listen to the meaning. Now I am telling you what it means first, and then I am saying the mantra. If you repeat it 2 times, first time trying to get exactly what the pronunciation is, second time when you chant, you need to understand with the meaning you should be able to chant. And if you practice like this, then only these mantras will stick and you will be able to practice those. Okay, so please don't just sit and watch this like some, kalakshepa, like time pass stuff. Please use this time to be released from everything. Jai Sai Ram. अष्टादशभुजा पूज्या सा सहस्रभुजा सती आयुधान्यत्र वक्ष्यन्ते दक्षिणातः करक्रमात्.
अष्टादशभुजा पूज्या सा सहस्रभुजा सती आयुधान्यत्र वक्ष्यन्ते दक्षिणातः करक्रमात्. अष्टादशभुजा पूज्या सा सहस्रभुजा सती आयुधान्यत्र वक्ष्यन्ते दक्षिणातः करक्रमात्.
Now who remembers the Dhyana Slokam by heart of the Madhyama Charitra? Nobody in this August audience of 47 people remembers what is the Dhyana Slokam? Don't look at the book, and I'm asking by heart. अक्षस्रक्परशुङ्गदेषु कुलिशं पद्मं धनुष्कुण्डिकां दण्डं शक्तिमसिञ्च चर्मजलजं घण्टां सुराभाजनं शूलं पाशसुदर्शने च दधतीं हस्तैः प्रवालप्रभां शैवेशैरिभमर्दिनीमिह महालक्ष्मीं सरोजस्थिताम्. What you are seeing in my background is the description of that. What you are seeing in my background, that Ashtadasha Bhuja, is what is in my background. And she is Pravala Prabham. Look at the beautiful orange color that she has. And that mother is who we chant as Akshasrak Parashungadeshu Kulisham Padman Dhanush Kundikan Dandam Shakti Masincha Charma Jalajang Ghantam Surabhajanam Shulam Pasha Sudarshana. Now here, those in that shloka, just like what we did, Khadgan Chakra Chapagadeshu Parighan Chulam Bushundim Siraka, the Dashanana Mahakali, that Jhana shloka doesn't describe in order. Here the Rishi is actually telling how these are organized in her 18 arms, from the bottommost right all the way to the bottommost left. First is Akshamala, Rudrakshamala, then there is lotus, then there is arrow, then there is the sword, the Vajra, which is the thunderbolt, and the mace, the Gada. Then there is Sudarshana Chakra, there is trident, there is axe, there is conch, there is bell, there is noose, then there is spear, a staff, a shield and bow, a cup for drinking, and a water pot. And she, who is adorned with all these beautiful 18 weapons in her 18 shoulders, is seated in a lotus. That is what he is describing here. Akshamala cha kamalam bano kulishangada.
अक्षमाला च कमलं बाणोऽसिः कुलिशं गदा अक्षमाला च कमलं बाणोऽसिः कुलिशं गदा
चक्रं त्रिशूलं परशुः शङ्खो घण्टा च पाशकः.
चक्रं त्रिशूलं परशुः शङ्खो घण्टा च पाशकः चक्रं त्रिशूलं परशुः शङ्खो घण्टा च पाशकः
अक्षमाला च कमलं बाणोऽसिः कुलिशङ्गदा चक्रं त्रिशूलं परशुः शङ्खो घण्टा च पाशकः.
अक्षमाला च कमलं बाणोऽसिः कुलिशं गदा चक्रं त्रिशूलं परशुः शङ्खो घण्टा च पाशकः अक्षमाला च कमलं बाणोऽसिः कुलिशं गदा चक्रं त्रिशूलं परशुः शङ्खो घण्टा च पाशकः
शक्तिर्दण्डश्चर्म चापं पानपात्रं कमण्डलुः.
शक्तिर्दण्डश्चर्म चापं पाणपात्रं कमण्डलुः शक्तिर्दण्डश्चर्म चापं पानपात्रं कमण्डलुः
अलङ्कृतभुजामेभिरायुधैः अलङ्कृतभुजामेभिरायुधैः कमलासनाम्.
अलङ्कृतभुजामेभिरायुधैः कमलासनाम् अलङ्कृतभुजामेभिरायुधैः कमलासनाम्
शक्तिर्दण्डश्चर्म चापं पानपात्रं कमण्डलुः अलङ्कृतभुजामेभिरायुधैः कमलासनाम्.
शक्तिर्दण्डश्चर्म चापं पानपात्रं कमण्डलुः अलङ्कृतभुजामेभिरायुधैः कमलासनाम् शक्तिर्दण्डश्चर्म चापं पानपात्रं कमण्डलुः अलङ्कृतभुजामेभिरायुधैः कमलासनाम्.
सर्वदेवमयीम् ईशां महालक्ष्मीम् इमां नृपा, O king, this Mahalakshmi is the one who is composed of all the gods. Sarvadevamayim Isham. Isham also means the being of all the gods, not composed. Composed is, of course, in composition, her effulgence was brought forth by all the gods, and that effulgence of all the gods is her composition, is one way of interpretation. But truly speaking, that effulgence that is present in the gods themselves is her own, not theirs. Okay. So, Isha means she is the being of all the gods. But that which is brought forth, how do we understand this? Like Bhagavan's quote beautifully a week ago, if you see the sun reflecting in all the parts with water and the lakes and the oceans and the rivers, etc., is the effulgence of the sun in all those things? belonging to the river and belonging to the ocean and belonging to the pot. No, no. It is the effulgence of the sun that entered into those things. Similarly, the effulgence of hers entered into them to begin with, and they brought it forth. Means what? They recognized their collective presence. This is the purpose of the bhajana. Your collective presence as the effulgence should be brought forth when you sing a bhajan. Otherwise, you will be some speck fallen off of the stream of consciousness generated during the bhajan. Bha means light, jana means people. The effulgence, the light of all the people brought forth that drowns everyone into that effulgence of Bhagavan. That is what is truly bhajan singing. That doesn't happen when you only focus on how beautiful singer you are, what kind of technical skills you have. All of those things, if you focus on those, you are gone. Those are important, but more critical is to bring forth your expression of the love of God from within. And that love of God expressed through your bhajan will truly bring forth the light in everyone. You understand what bhajana means now? Sarvadeva Mayimisham Mahalakshmi Mimam Rupa Pujayet Sarvalokanam Sadevanam Prabhurbhavet. One who worships her, then the Sadevanam Prabhurbhavet. Now you have to pay attention to what was the efficacy associated with worshipping Mahakali. Aradhita Vashi Kuryat Puja Kartuscharacharam. The one who worshipped Mahakali will be the one that will rule all those that move and don't move. Here it is saying, the one who worships this Mahalakshmi will become the Lord of all the gods. Now you are thinking, Devanam Prabhur Bhavet. Oh my God. Oh, this is very beautiful. Now I got, I will become God of all the Indra, all that. Now that is what the Rahasya part is. That is what the Rahasyam part is. You don't become God of some gods and all. Deva, Divi means that which shines. What are the things that shine in you? The things that shine in you are the eyes with the light, the ears with the hearing, the breathing, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, your thought. All these are simple lights. They are not the lights themselves. Where are they getting the light from? From the Supreme Consciousness. So the Divi also is interpretation for the faculties or the senses. Therefore, the one who worships this Mahalakshmi, all their senses will shine forth. You will also become the ruler of your own senses. Is that making sense? Now, don't suddenly think that there are some gods present everywhere, and suddenly, if I worship this Mahalakshmi, I will become. That may also be true, but in a different sense. But how we understand, how we practice this, in our own practical spiritual living is, I want to control my senses. When I control my senses, how do I control my senses? By this Mahalakshmi worship. Who is this Mahalakshmi? She is Trigunas, and all those Trigunas are the ones in which my speech, my sight, my hearing, my breathing, my feeling, my thought, my perception, all the stuff that is associated with from the I am from which all these are coming, you will have control over them. If you control the senses, then you will control the mind automatically. There is nothing called control of mind. Hello. Control of mind is absolutely an improper way of what it is. Control of senses leads to control of mind. How do you control your mind? You control your mind to controlling breathing and by controlling your speech. Thought for the day, yesterday. This is the thought for the day, yesterday. And what Bhagavan says in this thought for the day, how should the faculties of senses and mind be controlled and guided so that we reach the goal? Bhagavan lovingly reveals, the body is a chariot. The charioteer is the principle of buddhi, intelligence. The senses are the horses. The reins that regulate and restrain the horses are the manas, the thoughts, mind. When the mind wavers and wanders, not having stability of purpose, the horses run helter skelter, endangering even the charioteer, buddhi, the intellect. Speech is an important function of the senses and serves the whims of the mind. So one must control the mind and not pollute it with greed for sense pleasures. Nor should the mind be tossed about on waves of yes and no, of acceptance and rejections, of resolutions and hesitations. The mind must act as an associate of the buddhi, speech subserving the mind and mind subserving the intellect. This is the way to bring about prashanti, supreme peace. And note this, slowly and steadily instruct the intellect to turn towards Atma. Speech with mind, mind with intellect, and intellect illumined by the Atma. This ensures you attain your genuine goal. To control the mind, we should control the five senses. Only then will we be able to realize God, Baba. So what does it mean? That you will have Lord of all the Devas means you become Lord or Master of your own senses. सर्वदेवमयीं सर्वदेवमयीमीशां महालक्ष्मीमिमां नृप.
सर्वदेवमयीमीशां महालक्ष्मीमिमां नृप सर्वदेवमयीमीशां महालक्ष्मीमिमां नृप
पूजयेत् सर्वलोकानां सदेवानां प्रभुर्भवेत्.
पूजयेत् सर्वलोकानां सदेवानां प्रभुर्भवेत् पूजयेत् सर्वलोकानां सदेवानां प्रभुर्भवेत्
सर्वदेवमयीमीशां महालक्ष्मीमिमां नृप. पूजयेत् सर्वलोकानां सदेवानां प्रभुर्भवेत्.
सर्वदेवमयीमीशां महालक्ष्मीमिमां नृप पूजयेत् सर्वलोकानां सदेवानां प्रभुर्भवेत् सर्वदेवमयीमीशां महालक्ष्मीमिमां नृप पूजयेत् सर्वलोकानां सदेवानां प्रभुर्भवेत्.
That is the conclusion of the Vaikritikam associated with Mahalakshmi. Then we get into the third, pure sattva, and this has come forth from Gauri Deha Samudbhuta Ya Sattvaika Gunashraya. Gunashraya means with the basis of the Sattva Guna, which is pure Sattva, Sattvaika Gunashraya, only based on Sattva. Gauri Deha Samudbhuta Ya. She came forth from the body of the Gauri. Sakshat Saraswati Prokta Shumbhasura Nibarhini. She is very much or verily or in presence, this Saraswati, that has Shumbhasura Nibarhini, that has slain the demon Shumbha. Gauri Deha Samudbhuta Ya Sattvaika Gunashraya.
गौरी देहात् समुद्भूता या सत्त्वैकगुणाश्रया गौरी देहात् समुद्भूता या सत्त्वैकगुणाश्रया
साक्षात् सरस्वती प्रोक्ता शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी.
साक्षात् सरस्वती प्रोक्ता शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी साक्षात् सरस्वती प्रोक्ता शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी
गौरी देहात् समुद्भूता या सत्त्वैकगुणाश्रया साक्षात् सरस्वती प्रोक्ता शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी.
गौरी देहात् समुद्भूता या सत्त्वैकगुणाश्रया साक्षात् सरस्वती प्रोक्ता शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी गौरी देहात् समुद्भूता या सत्त्वैकगुणाश्रया साक्षात् सरस्वती प्रोक्ता शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी.
Now who remembers the Dhyana Slokam of Uttama Charitram by heart? This is the reason why you should all join the Parayana at least monthly, so that you remember these shlokas. And on that note, there will be Devi Mahatya Parayanam on December 10th, which is next Sunday. And this will be the Parayanam for the Kartika Masam, because the last time we did it on Naraka Chaturdashi. And this 10th of December is the beautiful Trayodashi, which is the Masa Shivratri of Kartika Masam. Very auspicious. And I will publish all the dates and I will open up the sign up. Please, I am serious. This is if you want to just learn the shlokas and then let them get dusted like books in your bookshelves. That's up to you. That's your choice. But the moment you want to get into this Veda study, the Adhyayana, this is not simply chanting every month and, it's not about that really. This is a quest. It's very, what we call as, it requires some level of penance and perseverance, so that once this sticks, you will get the life lesson of how you shall live a spiritual life. That is the purpose of all of this stuff. It's not really to do anything else. So when we are connecting to this, it becomes part of you. So who knows by heart? I guess nobody. Ghantash, yes, Shama.
Uh,
If you
mm,
don't
yeah,
chant looking at the book.
yeah,
I
yeah.
asked who knows it by heart.
Yes.
Okay.
घण्टाशूलहलानि शङ्खमुसले चक्रं धनुस्सायकं हस्ताब्जैर्दधतीं गणान्तविलसच्चीतां सुतुल्यप्रभां गौरीदेहसमुद्भवां त्रिजगतामाधारभूतां महापूर्वामत्र सरस्वतीमनुभजे शुम्भादिदैत्यार्दिनीम्.
Beautiful daddy. Yeah. Yes. Now if I speak about him, he will blush. So I won't speak about him. Thank you for your presence all the time. Gauri Deha Samud. Gauri Deha Samud. In that mantra, in that shloka itself, the Dhyana shloka, it is said, Dadhau cha Ashtabhuja Banan, Musalam, Shula, Chakra, Bhrit, same principle. 8, 4 on this side, 4 on this side. He's starting from the bottom. From the bottom right to the bottom left in clockwise direction. What are those? There is arrow, there is Musalam, the pestle, there is Shulam, the trident, there is Chakra, the Sudarshana Chakra or the discus. She has Shankham, which is the conch, the bell, Ghanta, plow, Langalam, then Karmukam, the bow. And when you worship her with total bhakti, she grants omniscience, sarvajñatvam, nishumbhamathini devi, shumbhasura nibarhini. ददौ चाष्टभुजा बाणान् मुसलं शूलचक्रभृत् शङ्खं घण्टान् लाङ्गलं च कार्मुकं वसुधाधिपा एषा सम्पूजिता भक्त्या सर्वज्ञत्वं प्रयच्छति निशुम्भमथिनी देवी शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी दधौ चाष्टभुजा बाणान् मुसलं शूलचक्रभृत्
दधौ चाष्टभुजा बाणान् मुसलं शूलचक्रभृत् दधौ चाष्टभुजा बाणान् मुसलं शूलचक्रभृत्
शङ्खं घण्टाल्लाङ्गलं च कार्मुकं वसुधाधिप
शङ्खं घण्टाल्लाङ्गलं च कार्मुकं वसुधाधिप शङ्खं घण्टाल्लाङ्गलं च कार्मुकं वसुधाधिप
दधौ चाष्टभुजा बाणान् मुसलं शूलचक्रभृत् शङ्खं घण्टाल्लाङ्गलं च कार्मुकं वसुधाधिप
दधौ चाष्टभुजा बाणान् मुसलं शूलचक्रभृत् शङ्खं घण्टाल्लाङ्गलं च कार्मुकं वसुधाधिप दधौ चाष्टभुजा बाणान् मुसलं शूलचक्रभृत् शङ्खं घण्टाल्लाङ्गलं च कार्मुकं वसुधाधिप
एषा सम्पूजिता भक्त्या सर्वज्ञत्वं प्रयच्छति
एषा सम्पूजिता भक्त्या सर्वज्ञत्वं प्रयच्छति एषा सम्पूजिता भक्त्या सर्वज्ञत्वं प्रयच्छति
निशुम्भमथिनी देवी शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी
निशुम्भमथिनी देवी शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी निशुम्भमथिनी देवी शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी
एषा सम्पूजिता भक्त्या सर्वज्ञत्वं प्रयच्छति निशुम्भमथिनी देवी शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी
एषा सम्पूजिता भक्त्या सर्वज्ञत्वं प्रयच्छति निशुम्भमथिनी देवी शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी एषा सम्पूजिता भक्त्या सर्वज्ञत्वं प्रयच्छति निशुम्भमथिनी देवी शुम्भासुरनिबर्हिणी
इत्युक्तानि स्वरूपाणि मूर्तीनां तव पार्थिव
इत्युक्तानि स्वरूपाणि मूर्तीनां तव पार्थिव इत्युक्तानि स्वरूपाणि मूर्तीनां तव पार्थिव
उपासनं जगन्मातुः पृथा उपासनं जगन्मातुः पृथगासान्निशामया
उपासनं जगन्मातुः पृथगासान्निशामय उपासनं जगन्मातुः निशामय
इत्युक्तानि स्वरूपाणि मूर्तीनां तव पार्थिव उपासनं जगन्मातुः पृथगासान्निशामय
इत्युक्तानि स्वरूपाणि मूर्तीनां तव पार्थिव उपासनं जगन्मातुः पृथगासान्निशामय इत्युक्तानि स्वरूपाणि मूर्तीनां तव पार्थिव उपासनं जगन्मातुः पृथगासान्निशामय
Tava Parthiva, to you, dear king, O king, I have described to you the forms of these murtis. Now, I will now Upasanan Jaganmatuhu Pruthagasan Nishamaya. Now I shall explain to you how to worship this mother of the universe with each of these individual forms. Now he is going to give Upasana aspect, the ritual aspect associated with these three forms as the next part of this Vaikritika Rahasyam. That's a good place for us to pass after invoking these three murtis. I request Sri Vidya to chant the Aparadha Shamapana Stotram. And if you have any questions while you are chanting Aparadha Shamapana, please post them in the chat. Otherwise, be prepared also.
ॐ श्री साईश्वराय नमः हरिः ॐ अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व परमेश्वरि आवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनम् पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वरि मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं सुरेश्वरि यत्पूजितं मया देवि परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे अपराधशतं कृत्वा जगदम्बेति चोच्चरेत् यां गतिं समवाप्नोति न तां ब्रह्मादयः सुराः सापराधोऽस्मि शरणं प्राप्तस्त्वां जगदम्बिके इदानीमनुकम्प्योऽहं यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु अज्ञानाद्विस्मृतेर्भ्रान्त्या यन्न्यूनमधिकं कृतं तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवि प्रसीद परमेश्वरि कामेश्वरि जगन्मातः सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहे गृहाणार्चनामिमां गृहाणार्चामिमां प्रीत्या प्रसीद परमेश्वरि गुह्यातिगुह्यगोप्त्री त्वं गृहाणास्मत्कृतं जपं सिद्धिर्भवतु मे देवि त्वत्प्रसादात् सुरेश्वरि ॐ श्रीजगदम्बार्पणमस्तु
Om Sri Sai Ram. Thank you, Ma. Thank you for chanting so beautifully. Gruhana Archamimam. Gruhana Archamimam. Pritya. Sai Ram. So let us see if there are any questions. Is it from right bottom hand to the left bottom? Yes. It is clockwise direction. So if you go like this, it is clockwise. So when you're looking at the mother, the bottom right is to the bottom left, it goes clockwise. Okay, that is the description of for every one of them, all the three of them. The description is the bottom right hand to the bottom left hand, and that is the way you have to do the dhyanam also. Yes. Oh, Guzel. I haven't seen Guzel in a while. How is everything? Sai Ram. Sai Ram.
Fine, thank you.
Okay. All right. What is happening with any questions? Any other questions? Vai Rahasyam? Is it making any sense? Some of you have become very part-time. Huh? Please get engaged. These rahasyas are nobody even teaches the meanings. Not about the details about why all of this happened. Huh? That is the mystery. This is not even Lalita Rahasyanamam, the interpretations that you hear, they're all very superficial. They don't have the connection to the universality of the mother, the mysterious aspects of the mother. That is the reason the rahasyas. Now, when you get into upasana aspect of it, you will be even more confused. And why this has to be done like this, why it has to be done like that. So many questions will come. But even the questions related to this Triguna aspect is very, very fascinating. It is related to fundamentally understanding who Bhagavan is, what Bhagavati means. What is the meaning of the word Bhagavan? Huh? What is the meaning of the word Bhagavan? This is going like this and going out like this. Nothing is retained. Divine Supreme Self. Yes,
Effulgence.
Umaji.
Is it effulgence?
Effulgence. Yes.
Yeah, Bharga, Bhaga, but it is even now deeper than that is in the description of Bhaga, there are 6 aspects associated with effulgence. The supreme effulgence has 6 aspects associated with it. Now, I always tell people that when you look at these words, you have to ask questions. What are the 6 aspects of this divine effulgence? This divine effulgence, the 6 aspects is first one is jnana, supreme wisdom, then Aishwarya, which is complete control over everything, and there is Balam, the strength, there is Virya, the valor, there is Tejas, the radiance, and Shakti, the power. Yeah, are you catching to all the 6 that all those now become the properties of that effulgence, Bhaga. All those become the properties of that effulgence. And these 6 properties of that effulgence, now I am getting into this, why that is expression of it. Now, if you look at, oh my God, this mother is so beautiful. Yeah, this is amazing, amazing form in Saptashringi. These 6 aspects are each aspect related to now the what Adi Shankaracharya has established as the Shadguna. This is Shanmata. These are the 6 matas, the 6 sects so called that emerged. One each of them worshipping only one aspect of it, and therefore they started fighting with each other. The Vishnu, the Vaishnavites fighting with the Shaivites, Ganapatyas. Then there is then there is the ones that worship Subramanya, the only that worship the Surya, the only those that worship the Shakti. They all fight with each other, and they've completely lost what is this. All of this thing 6 things represents only the oneness of the Bhagavan. Jnana, Aishwarya, Bala, Virya, Tejas, Shakti. These 6 aspects put together is the source of all of those are coming from this Bhagavan. The first aspect about jnana, which is all pervading, sarvajnatvam, that is the Vaishnavi, the Vishnu aspect of it. Ishwaratvam, associated with the Ishvara, the Shiva. Balam, associated with the Ganapatyam, Ganapati. Viryam, associated with the Kumara, Subramanya. Radiance, associated with the Sauram, Surya. Then Shakti, the power associated with the Shakteya, the Shakti Upasana. Now, I won't get into it. Now, why I am talking about this? From that aspect now emanated these three gunas. And what are these three gunas? In fact, now if you ask, oh, can you actually find someone with all these six? Where do I find that person with all these six associated in their full potency? Where is that God present? Bhagavan is the one with these six beautiful expressions, the three mainly representing omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence. Omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence. Now, when you look at those three are the three gunas multiplied to infinity. Now, what we talked about in the last discourse of Bhagavan that we studied about Hiranyagarbha, the gross body I multiplied with infinity becomes what? Hello, Sairam, come on, please. Have you read
Virat.
the huh?
Virat.
Virat. Yes. That knowledge multiplied by infinity becomes what?
Mind.
No,
The
Hiranyagarbha.
name Hiranyagarbha. That
Yes.
aspect, the causal aspect, the seed multiplied with infinity becomes what?
Avyak.
Avyakrita. Those are the three names, but those three are the ones that are already present in you, present in each and every one of us, just like that sunlight shining in the pot with water. But why is it that we are not able to experience that infinite potency and all of that stuff? Why? Why?
Because of the limited awareness.
Yes. Because your awareness is only limited to your thought, to the skin, to the periphery of your skin. That's it. You don't perceive it. You don't have, not perceive, you don't have that awareness expanded. You still call that. That is the reason. Okay, please explain meaning of each ayudham again. Oh, explain the meaning of each ayudham. It's all written there. You mean how they relate to yourself? Hello, Sairam. Is that what you're asking, Srinivasa?
Yes, uncle. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you relate each of these ayudhams? What do you do with that information?
Trying to relate.
Yes. What is it that you can relate within yourself? Make a list of those things. Make a list of everything that you think you can relate to within yourself. That is a powerful weapon within you. This is a good homework. Do this homework. What is it that is within us that you can relate to? Make a list of all the ayudhas that we studied. How many total ayudhas have we studied? How many total?
18 plus 8 plus 10. 26. 36.
36. Yeah, thank you. Somebody has to do a math. They have to say 10 plus 18 plus 8. 36 ayudhas have been listed. 36. 36 ayudhas are listed. And when you list off all those ayudhas, you can put the Sanskrit name, you can put the English name, and then you will have some common, some unique, etc. associated with each guna. Array, now you asked a question, you get a homework back. It's a beautiful homework. Yes. Hello, don't be like students who are only here to listen and never want to take an examination. None of you guys, most of you don't even submit your homework or even probably do. It is like time pass. Chalta hai. I also learned Rahasyam kind of business. List the ayudhas in Sanskritam. List the ayudha names in English. And now, which are the ones that are common? Which are the ones that are unique? And how they are unique to each form? As in Mahakali, Dashanana, Mahakali, Ashtadasha, Mahalakshmi, and Ashtabhuja Saraswati. And independently, actually, ask the question, what are the 36 within you that you are aware of? Abba, googly, googly, cricket match, googly. How many faculties within you as weapons? They're powerful. They're extremely powerful weapons. What are the examples of that? My word, my speech, powerful weapon. My thought, all of that stuff. What are the 36 weapons in us? And now the next one exercise would be, how do those 36 relate to these 36? Then you get the full understanding of what we should be in control of in our hand. The symbolism is that that weapon you are getting used by it, but with the mother, she is saying, I am holding it. Means what? I have control over it. Fair enough? Yeah. It will take some time. Don't rush through this. Do the exercise and we can go through that. Thank you, Srinivas.
Sir.
Yeah. చేస్తావా ఎక్సర్సైజ్ లేకపోతే ఎందుకులే
Yeah.
అయిపోయింది ఆయన చెప్తాడు అన్ని నేను
I'll
వదిలేస్తా
start చేస్తాను. Yeah. I'll start working on it.
Good. At least just take whatever is what we studied, just only what we have gone through so far, just do that exercise. That in itself is a beautiful exercise. Okay, right. Any other questions? Now people won't ask any question because they'll come back ask. Any clarifications? It's a beautiful question. How do I relate to all of this stuff? That is what we are truly studying. But part of it is not just somebody who is telling you, because it won't stick. It won't stick. Then it becomes a very simply something that you have memorized, and then you repeat those words. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. You repeat those things. Then you have to ask the question, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Tell them in English to your child in the same flow. You will not be able to. Why? Because you memorized those words. They are in your memory. They're not in your awareness. You understand the difference? They are in your memory versus they are in your awareness. Ajnana, jnana, vijnana, sujnana, prajnana. How many types of jnanas are there? This is what we were talking about in the last week study circle. So that becomes an exercise. Yes, any other questions? Vai Rahasyam, transformation.
Shekhar Garu, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
When you were describing Bhagavan in when we did the Rudra Gnana Tattva, you described along with all these potencies, the Vairagya is important. Can you touch base on it a little bit?
Yes. So there is another. So these definitions are coming from different Puranas. The one that I taught today is coming from Vishnu Purana, but there is a interpretation also as the one who doesn't have six um, aspects associated with um, lack of a better word for a for an ordinary being that is born. So what happens to our own body, that we are born, that we grow, that we decay, then we get attached and we get detached, and so there is a, you understand our life cycle? Just understand that life cycle of an ordinary being, the one who
Yes.
is beyond those six.
Okay.
The
So
one who is
out of the six, is Vairagya is one of them, Supreme Vairagya to be Bhagavan, or it doesn't have to be?
no, the one who is beyond birth, death, growth, decay,
Okay.
all those six aspects associated with a ordinary. Umaji, maybe you know what those are? What are the six aspects associated with our life cycle?
It is first Balya, then Kumar, like
No,
that
those are stages of life.
stages.
Yeah, yes. So, what are the six associated? Yes, somebody else, Sita Papu or somebody? I'm glad that you at least remember, Ma, that you have the memory that we in studied this in Rudra Jnana Yajna. That's good, right? I'm trying to um, go back. What are the six that are associated with our own body? I think I also described that when we studied that in the Rudra Jnana Yajna. Now this is the beauty. Now we are going to go take the Rudram into a Adhyatmic intelligence platform with the Chat GPT, and there is a brother that is working on it, so that you can actually now not only study Rudram but post a question. What does Bhagavan mean? And it will go through and it will give you what is the meaning of the first Ruk, what is the meaning of the second Ruk. So taking that to next level. And we will be this month sometime, we are getting prepared to start the next cycle of Veda study modules. And I know about 300 peoples across the globe have signed up. We're going to have mentors that will now take this Adhyatmic intelligence to the next level. The four categories: those that are beginners, those that have some idea about chanting using a book, those that can chant by heart but do not have complete understanding of the nuances associated with how a sound vibration is generated. And then the next level are the mentors who know by heart, who can chant perfectly, but now they have to take to the next level, which is related to each and every word study in the Rudram with what is called Kramapatham. So I will start Kramapatham of Rudram, and so that you will actually understand each and every word in Rudram. And their exercise is, how do I connect to each of those words while I am chanting with the meaning of the Rudram that is already projected in the screen, not chumma chanting. That would be next level. I'll also teach them the ritual associated with the ritual associated with Rudra Homam and all of those things, so that the mentors now will be able to conduct Rudrabhishekam with a group locally, Rudra Homam with their group locally. This is going to take it to the next level by Bhagavan's 2025 centennial birthday. This truly becomes a Rudra Yajna that is happening all over the world. That's our birthday gift promise to him. Swami, for all that you have given to us, we want to now expand in our own awareness. Yes. So those are the six ma that I was referring to when you look at um, the life cycle of an individual. But there is one aspect which is beyond the. You know what are the five at least, right? You are born, you grow, You decay.
Decay, death. Death is one of them.
Death. How many
Yeah.
have you completed?
4. Yeah.
Only 4.
Yeah.
There are 2 that are not part of us, which is all knowing, but at the same time detached from the knowledge as well.
Okay.
Those are the 6 that we are referring to as unique qualities of. So beyond birth, beyond growth, beyond decay, beyond death, knowing but not attached to anything. All knowing but not attached to anything.
Thank you. Fine.
So I saw a beautiful article that was written about the false self. In I will hopefully send it. You should all yes. So to complete what Sujata Garu was asking. So first one is Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashasah Shriyah Jnana Vairagyayoschaiva Shannam Bhaga Itirana. What is the definition of Bhaga? This is what I was discussing today as part of the Bhaga aspect associated with the full and complete sovereignty, that is Aishwarya, Samagrasya, all powerful, total glory, all wealthy, compassion, knowledge, totally unattached. So, Jnana Vairagyayoschaiva Shannam Bhagaitirana. That what we are, the 6 aspects of Shannam. Shannam means the 6. Those 6 are worshipped as Vishnu, Shiva, Ganapati, uh, Subramanya, God, Sun, Saura, and then as Shakti. Those are the 6 that are worshipped as that. From each of these 6 came one mata: Vaishnavam, Shaivam, Ganapatyam, Kaumaryam, then Sauram, then there is the Shakteyam. Those are the 6 matas. And these 6 matas started fighting with each other, saying that Vishnu is the only God, Shiva is the only God, Ganapati is the only God. Adi Shankara, out of infinite compassion, came forth and said, all the 6 are the same, you stupid fellows. Don't fight as Shaivites and Vishnus. Shivaya Vishnu Rupaya, Shiva Rupaya Vishnave, Shivasya Hridayam Vishnuhu, Vishnuscha Hridaya Shivaha. So therefore, at least integrate them, and he brought forth this what is called Panchayatana worship. Pancha Ayatana worship. Pancha means 5, Ayatana means presence, the presence of the 5 in 1. So now what that Panchayatana puja is, those that are smart people called smartas. I have to say this so that it get into your head. What is smartness? Smartness is not seeing difference between Vishnu and Shiva. Those are smart people. Otherwise, they are otherwise. They are called otherwise. So the otherwise will distinguish between all the 5. But smart people don't, because all the 5 represent only oneness. And therefore, it is represented as when you do the Panchayatana Puja, there will be a lingam, there will be a spatikam, there will be the shauni. All those, the Panchayatanam is worshipped as all the 5 worshipped together as one. And now Bhagavan also means who has total understanding of everything, but beyond the cycle of the birth, the death, the coming, the going, and the awareness of the real and the unreal. Utpattim cha vinasham cha bhutanam agatim gatim vetti vidya mandyancha sa vacho bhagavan iti. That's a beautiful. This is even more practical of the other 6. The other 6 you are like thinking, oh my God, how am I going to achieve all those things? Here is saying, how do we go beyond the one who is beyond all this, the birth, the death, the coming, the going, Jagat, the coming, the going, and the awareness of the real and the unreal. Yes, those are the 6. Coming, birth, death, coming, going, awareness of the real, the unreal. That is Bhagavan. Okay, thank you. Any other questions?
Saramana, is that 6 represented in the form of Lalita Tripura Sundari?
Could be. Yeah. Why did that question come?
No,
Curiosity.
no. Of course, I have that picture as my wallpaper. So
What is that picture you have?
basically, it's the form of the Devi with all the Shanmukha, Ganapati under her.
Oh, no, that is Panchabrahma. Okay, you're talking about Panchapretasana Panchabrahma Swarupini, Vyapini Vividhakara Vidya Swarupini. So the Maha Tripura Sundari is sitting on the Sadashiva, and then she has the 4 as her pedals for for her seat. That represents the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Rudra, Sadashiva. Those are Pancha Brahmas, Pancha Preta Asana. They are Pancha. This is very, very beautiful. And she is sitting as Maharagni on on that seat. That is the significance of that picture that you have, Lalita Mahatripura Sundari picture. It's a deeper subject. What are the 5 associated with? She has under her control the Panchakritya Parayana, Panchapretasana Sina, Panchabrahma Swarupini, Panchami, Pancha, that is Pancha, all the 5 associated Panchakritya Parayana, Panchami, Panchabhuteshi, Panchasankhyopacharini, Panchapretasana Sina. So those are the 4 plus 1, 5. You understand? That's the picture you have, right? Yes.
Yeah, but
So
I
if you
also
look,
see Ganapati in that.
Ganapati, yes, Ganapati, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Rudra, and Sadashiva. Pull up the picture. You can actually share with everybody. Then you will see that what picture we are talking about. That is Lalita Mahatripura Sundari's picture. Yes. Now you see there. There is also Kumara here. Who is this guy? 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there is Sadashiva. Yes, there is Ganapati. That is Vishnu. That is Brahma.
This is Shanmukha.
This is Shanmukha.
This is Surya.
But Kana, what I am saying is, if you look at her pedestal, right? She is sitting on Sadashiva, and
Yes.
there are only 4. So that becomes the 5. These 2 are put in the context of representation of her being the mother of Ganapati and
Oh, okay.
Subramanya. Okay, but they are
Understood.
not part of her pedestal. That seat that she has 1, 2, 3, 4, and she is sitting on Sadashiva.
Yeah,
And
understood.
if you look at those, this is Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Maheshwara, Sadashiva.
Okay.
And this is Vani, this is Rama. This is the total representation of Lalita Mahatripura Sundari. And Kumaragana Natha. This is incredibly symbolic. If I get into this, it will take 1.5 hours. Maybe when Bhagavan wills, we will study Lalita Rahasyanamam. Then I can explain all of this, how symbolically, what these represent symbolically is a big study. Thank you for asking. So what you are seeing as Shanmukha and Ganesha are not part of her pedestal. Yeah, so that's not related to Shanmata. That is related to the 5 aspects of Panchakritya Parayana. How that represents the Srishti by Brahma, Sthiti by Vishnu, Laya by Rudra, then Tirodhana by Maheshwara, then Anugraha by Sadashiva. Those are the 5 aspects of creation. What everybody think is that they think the only Srishti, Sthiti, Laya are what is creation. No. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana, Anugraha. Srishti by Brahma, Sthiti by Vishnu, Laya by Rudra, Tirodhana by Maheshwara, Sadashiva is Anugraha, and all those 5 are being controlled by her. She is the Adhishthana Devata. She is the one that is sitting on that 5 aspects of creation. And those 5 are actually, simply speaking, pretas. They don't have by themselves any Shakti. The Shakti is coming from her to them. Vishnu Sharira Grahana Mahamishana Evacha Karitaste Katustot. Now you see how the mind works. Brahma himself is saying, how did we get Shakti ma? We got our Shaktis from you. So therefore, how can we praise the Shakti that gave us the Shakti? That is what Brahma is saying in the one of the Brahmastuti. In what chapter?
Chapter
First
1.
chapter.
Which sloka? Okay, that is what is called Adhyayana. Now, this is what is called Sravanam, Mananan, Nididhyasanam. Described in the context of listening is one thing, Sravanam is one thing, Mananam is another thing. Nididhyasana means Nididhyasa is the most supreme awareness. Okay, thank you. Okay, please don't send me an email. Oh, sorry, Shekharji, I am not there yet. I hope I will get there. Don't do all of that stuff. That is not the purpose of this, right? Don't feel intimidated. Oh, no, I'm fit for nothing, fellow. That is not the purpose of it. The purpose why the teaching happens like that is because to stimulate and inspire the mind to go to the next level, not to get demotivated and intimidated and feeling ashamed. That is the lower mind. Understand that. This is very important spiritually. If you feel ashamed, intimidated, all of that stuff, when you listen that somebody is giving you input, then it is your lower mind working. It is definitely the lower mind working. But if you take the same input and say, how do I take my mind to the next level? That is the higher mind working. That mind is the sattvic mind. This mind is the lower mind, the slumber mind. Okay. So please don't take any of these comments and say, oh my God, I am fit for nothing. When will I get to that level? All of that. There is nothing like, there is not about levels at all. It is about complete total presence and awareness. At tension. You are always at tension. What's that word? You are at tension. What is that word? Krishna, Varanasi.
Attention.
At tension. Otherwise, you are suffering from happiness. If you ask Srinivas and our brother Srinivas, Ramesh Srinivasan, how do you tune a mridangam? You take a stone and you hit it so that the leather will come into tension, proper tension. Otherwise, the mridangam won't even sound good. Similarly, a violin, you have to put the string in tension. Then only it will sound beautifully. So please be in tension. Pay at tension. Jai Sai Ram. Okay, any other questions? Somebody posted something. Oh, the big thing. Yes. Yeah, Sai Ram. How did you see this, Da? When did you come across this? In the chat, he posted an article. I urge you all to read this. It's a beautiful, most of you probably heard me saying the difference between pain and suffering. Yes, you have heard this during Rudram and all of this stuff. You can have pain, but you don't have to suffer. You'll never understand that statement. Read this article. Why that makes scientific sense now. I will show it to you. Just a beautiful article published in by a very famous neuroscientist because these neuroscientists, there is what happened to the thing? It is in the chat box. Okay. So this article is what he posted. You see this? Neuroscientific evidence that there is really no self. Mean the self that you think, the I that you think, which is the ego self, is now saying that they have experimented with people with only right brain operating, left brain operating. There is a lot of work going on mapping consciousness, mapping the mind, mapping the self center. What in us actually tells you about yourself? It's a beautiful article. Copy and paste it, and I'll keep the chat box open for you guys to copy and paste it. It may not make any sense, but at least read it so you understand how science is now just beginning to progress to understand what is the center in your brain that tells you about yourself. Very important article. Yes, Sairam, thank you. Any questions? Hey, what has happened? 3 people now I see. Multiplied. Yeah? Ramesh?
Yeah, that's my younger sister. She's come from India. She's
Oh, Sairam. Sairam.
Sairam. Namaste. Namaskar.
Jai Sairam.
Yes.
Thank you all. Thank you all for joining. We'll close with स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की
जय।
Sai Ram. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Sai Ram.